Hello? Hey, Quagmire, what's going on? Oh, you need a ride? Yeah, sure, I can come get you. I'm not doing anything.
Meg, that was the last guy, so just lock up when you're done.
Que diga presente, que diga presente, pasado, futuro.
Vivo is an animated musical film from Sony Animations which stars Lin-Manuel Miranda as a singing ᵒᵗᵗ. Didn't know about that? Well, good, cause neither did I. It's out now on Netflix, and as of the looks of it, it's doing fairly well, but can we collectively agree that when it comes to marketing, Netflix is just straight up doggy doo-doo? Like, how can you be so bad at marketing that you drop the first official trailer days before the movie's release? But hey, at least Netflix had a trailer to drop. Sony didn't release anything and had it showing in theaters. Hey Sony, this is your first ever animated musical, at least show some effort. But anyways, it's out now on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, you can, cause I did, and I did not hate it, I guess. I mean, I think it's good, but it's not Rotten Tomatoes 86% certified fresh good. Jesus Christ. They're just throwing that sticker around like crazy now, aren't they? Now, I'm not saying the movie's bad. In fact, the first 20 minutes is really good, and the songs are the true stars of the film. The main animation isn't anything special, but the animations they do during the musical segments is what really shines. But that doesn't mean I didn't have problems with the movie. Like, for one, the first 20 minutes is great, but the rest, however...
I'm a cat! Meow!
Yeah. But hey, instead of sitting here moping around, why not we go ahead, sit, and mope around together? Does Sony's first animated musical hit the right notes, or does it fall flat? See what I did there? Well, let's find out. Let's dive into Sony Netflix's Vivo. Our movie starts off in Havana, Cuba, as we're introduced to our main character, Vivo the ᵒᵗᵗ, and his partner, Andres, in the form of a musical number. And right off the bat, I really like this opening number. The music is great, the animation is beautiful, and the singing from both Juan and Lin blends surprisingly well. It's such a great first impression to viewers too, easily introducing our leads while also establishing how they met and how they get by. Overall, it's a great opening number and I like it a lot.
You might look at us and think, those guys got a perfect life. And you'd be right.
That all changes, however, when Andres receives a letter.
You have a letter.
Muchas gracias, Montoya.
Oh, and he's gone. Who was he? How does he know Andres? Was he a mailman? Why would a mailman be so unfit? You'd reckon the post office wouldn't hire such an easily fatigued man to deliver mail. If he's not a mailman, why did he hand-deliver the letter in the first place? Couldn't it just wait for Andres back home? In fact, if the letter was meant for Andres, why have it hand-delivered in the first place? Why was the letter sent to him and not Andres' front door? Did he loot through Andres' stuff? Is he a bad neighbor? So many questions, so little time. I salute you, mystery man. You won't be forgotten. They find out that the letter was sent by an old friend turned superstar named Marta Sandoval.
Marta? Who's Marta?
Why did you say that name?
We find out that Marta is having a farewell concert all the way in Miami and formally invited Andres to attend and sing together on stage.
My farewell concert is June 16th at the Mambo Cabana in Miami. I hope it's not too late. Amor, Marta.
Did you say Marta Sandoval?
Marta's final show.
Ironically enough, the crowd hears about the invitation and randomly decide to chip in for Andres' flight, earning enough money to travel to Miami. What the fuck? Where was this when I was busting my ass off out on the plaza? You're giving me money now when I was rationing my food with a raccoon for the past decade? Later that night, we're shown more of Marta and Andres' past. Gah! You dick! I was right there! Look where you're aiming next time! Now, at this point, we get a full backstory between Andres and Marta's relationship and how the two eventually parted ways. Apparently, the two were a duo playing gig by gig in Cuba. Andres was deeply in love with Marta but never told her. She eventually got noticed by a promoter and was given the opportunity to start a career in the United States, leaving Andres behind. Now, see how I explained that reason of them parting ways as an angle where Marta chose to leave Andres in favor of her career? Pretty spicy tea, right? Well, too bad, because that's not the reason why they never spoke all these years. Instead...
And at that moment, I realized that if I told her what was in my heart, she might not follow her heart. So I kept my feelings to myself and said nothing.
What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. You have the same passion as her and she was leaving to perform in Miami. You could have still totally admitted your feelings to her. It's not like she had a contract that forbade you from ever talking to her. What made you think that she'd be choosing between you and her career? Can't she have both? You were her partner in performing all these years. Hell, if you told her that you loved her, she would have probably taken you with her. And if she didn't feel the same way, guess what? She's off to Miami anyways. You shot your shot, you missed, you tried, good job, maybe next time. It just bothers me that this is the root cause of why the movie is happening, and this could have easily been avoided if Andres didn't just wuss out. Also, one more thing, if the love of your life is boarding a plane and does this during your wave goodbye, she's into you, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, at this point, you wanted to be single. You wanted that plane to take off. Because of this, Andres goes and writes a song about Martha. For Martha, titled Para Martha.
Wow, a song named after a girl. There aren't a million of those already.
Being the last song Andres ever wrote, he plans on accepting Martha's invitation and traveling to Miami to give her the song and finally tell her that he loves her. Vivo, on the other hand, is against the idea. While packing for his trip to Miami, Vivo continues to be in denial and tries to convince Andres to stay in Cuba where they've built a life. Now, here's another issue I had with the movie. Vivo gets mad and throws a fit over the fact that Andres is going to Miami to sing a song with Martha. Why? I get that he doesn't want to leave the comfort of his own home, but it's literally one song. The movie even points it out twice, both in Andres' perspective and Vivo's.
She needs to know that I love her. It's only one song.
What is he thinking? A plane trip to Miami? It's been 60 years and you go all the way there for one show. For one song.
Exactly, so why are you mad then? You're coming back to Cuba anyway, so why are you so adamant in staying when you yourself are aware that you'll only be in Miami for one show? But hey, this rant won't last long cause one flashback later, Vivo changes his mind and realizes that Andres' happiness is his happiness too. You're not gonna die, right? This feels too wholesome. Is Andres gonna die? No, no way. They wouldn't kill him off, right? Right?
Andres?
He died. He died. He's dead. He's dead. Did he just die?
We were all so excited for news that he would soon be reunited with ᵈᵒⁿ'ᵈ.
He died! Oh my god, bro! Why do all Lin-Manuel Miranda projects always end up having a body count? Abuela Claudia in The Heist, the grandmother in Moana, a shit ton of people in Hamilton, and now this?
Andres was my late husband's uncle.
Late? Lin, goddammit! During the funeral, we meet Gabby, Andres' niece and our second main character. She offers to take care of Vivo back in Florida, but Vivo refuses. The following day, as Vivo says his goodbyes, he decides to honor Andres' wish and give the song to Martha in Miami.
What are you doing?
Just playing a tune. Maybe Vivo will hear it and I can take him back to Florida.
Oh, that's right. She's from Florida.
What a coincidence! Anyways, overhearing that Gabby and her mom Rosa were flying back to Florida, he plans on sneaking in and following them on their trip.
We know you love music, just like your Uncle Andres. So, we wanted to see you off with a few of his musical mementos.
Bro, where'd you get this? Did you ravage through Andres' stuff again? The man is dead, bro. You gotta give it up. You need to let him rest. Poor dude died a day ago and already has his stuff given away by the mailman. While the humans were distracted, Vivo sneaks into the bag, hitching a ride. But of course, since airports have x-rays and definitely don't allow live animals in luggage, hijinks ensue in both airports or the stowaway animal just traveled from Cuba all the way to Florida with no issues whatsoever. Okay. Anyways, Gabby eventually finds out Vivo followed them to Florida, discovering Martha's letter and Andres' song.
Nice meeting you. Peace.
Oh, that's my petting zoo. Well, it was.
Jesus Christ. She volunteers to help Vivo deliver the song to Martha in Miami. After getting rejected for help from her mom, she opts to take Vivo herself and take the bus to the concert in the Mambo Cabana. This is after a solo musical number by Gabby, by the way, and yeah. What is happening? Meanwhile, in Miami,
Is it true that your old partner Andres might play with you tonight?
One can hope.
cut back to our main heroes as they book a bus ride to Miami. And here we meet the Sanddollars, an environmentalist Girl Scout troop. And I gotta say, though they're not in the movie that much, I love them. I personally find it funny on how mean they can be, but they do it for the good of the environment, so basically it cancels it out.
Mr. Henshaw, you drove here? You live 2 blocks away! Shame on you! Shame.
Why are you taking a photo? Anyways, they find out Gabby's illegally harboring a ᵒᵗⵗ in her backpack. Because of this, they go off on a chase, leading to our heroes falling into a cargo ship carrying sand.
Sand angels! Vivo! You should really try this.
You just fell off a bridge. Why aren't you dying of shock right now? Also, sand angels? Is that a thing? Oh. Ew. It's a thing. They do that? Ew, who the hell does that? Why do it on sand? It gets everywhere. Why? You don't look comfortable at all. That looks horrible. Look how much of a bad time they're having. Oh my god. No, no. What the fuck is this supposed to be? Girl, aren't you supposed to be in a hospital? The two make a raft, however, and plan on taking a shortcut from the Everglades straight to Miami.
Don't worry, I have a plan C. If we take a shortcut through the Everglades National Park, we can make it before the show.
Now, hear me out. What if, instead of that batshit crazy plan, we get the captain's attention and have him drop us off here? And then take a bus or a cab all the way to Miami. It's a 4-hour drive. It's still 1 p.m. The concert's at 8. I've done the research. We can make it. Or better yet, you have a fucking phone. Call for help. Contact the Mambo Cabana. Tell them Andres' niece is on the phone. I don't fucking know. Why is your solution to float straight through one of the most dangerous national parks in the world filled with alligators and pythons? In fact, why have the current dictate where you're going? How would you know the wind and tides would take you straight to Miami? What if it were blowing in a different direction? Wouldn't floating to your destination take longer? Aren't we on a time crunch? This movie's hurting me. Our two heroes venture off to the Everglades, racing against time. And here is when the movie starts to go downhill fast. The Keep the Beat musical number is pretty good, probably the best song out of all of them, but other than that, the moment we enter the Everglades, it's a completely different movie. What started off as a barrage of colorful and vibrant animations is now replaced with dull, green, swampy, brown, and a murky atmosphere that takes you out of the movie. Which is a shame because so far, Sony has done a great job giving us vibrant and colorful scenes. So Gabby and Vivo continue to float down the forest, on track on making it to Miami. That's short-lived, however, as a storm hits and separates the two.
The song!
Don't worry, Vivo. I'll take care of it. I promise.
Maybe get another take, cause that was awful! Now at this point of the movie, nothing important really happens. We're introduced to these two birds that are essentially useless, not serving much to the story, but they do have a banger song though.
Yes, I saved you, cause love saved me. Viva, when you found me, I was low as I could be. High up, you picked me up so high, and you changed my whole demeanor.
We're also introduced to our second antagonist, a python named ᵒᵒⁿᵗ. We're an hour into the movie and you're giving us another villain? But don't worry, he's barely in the movie. More so, he just serves as this big bad monster for the group to take down, and the reason for the scouts to befriend Gabby and Vivo. Oh yeah, the scouts are back. They actually have a boat. We cut back to Martha in the Mambo Cabana.
Any word from Andres?
Not yet, Senora. I'll double check right away.
Where are you, my friend?
Oh god, Andres, you poor thing. Dude can catch a break. Man's dead and not even 3 days go by and he gets friendzoned while on the other side. Meanwhile, the scouts and Gabby continue to look for Vivo. However, they encounter ᵒᵒⁿᵗ instead and find themselves trapped. Vivo comes in for the rescue and outsmarts the snake by tying himself into a knot. During the scuffle though, the song gets soaked and destroyed, failing Vivo's mission. Back in Miami, Martha hears the news about Andres. Cut back to the Everglades as we see a defeated group returning to Florida.
Keep the song inside your heart. Ooh.
Is that your uncle's song?
Yeah.
But chance seems to be back on their side as the group realized that Gabby had memorized the lyrics and Vivo had remembered the melody. With the glitter of hope, the two start to reassemble the song and continue their mission.
You heard the Kinkajou! Turn the boat around!
Yay to no adult supervision!
Oh no! We're never gonna make it in time! Not without breaking a few rules. Hold on! They're cookies!
Oh, there he goes. He just... Really? You're just gonna leave the group like that? What's up with this movie and weird exits? Did the writers just forget to write characters leaving a scene? Yo bro, don't you think you could have stayed longer? Maybe having Vivo travel Miami through air instead on a scooter might have saved a lot of time. The scouts lend Gabby a scooter and off they go to the streets of Miami. This whole scene is a musical number 2 and I personally like it. Also, color! The two run through security in search of Martha. They get chased around until they eventually reach a dead end.
You have to go without me. It's okay, it's okay. Here, take this. So you won't forget me.
You're not gonna die, dude. You don't have to be so dramatic. You're not gonna die, right?
Hi, Mom.
Vivo finds Martha and finally delivers Andres' song.
I love you too, Andres.
Well, it's too late now. He's 6 feet underground.
I have to go. Andres will be so proud of you. Mwah.
She left. She left the raccoon. She left the Kinkajou alone in her dressing room. Didn't even bother to offer a cup of water or anything. She just took the song and dipped. After fulfilling Andres' wishes, Vivo starts to track down Gabby and her mom's car. How he knew what the car looked like when he spent the entire ride to Florida in a bag, we'll never know. After what I admit is a surprisingly emotional scene, hell, it even got me. Rosa takes Gabby and Vivo back to the Mambo Cabana just in time for Martha to sing Andres' song. Alright, so I'm just going to say this, and it might be an unpopular opinion. This whole number is cute and all, but I kinda didn't like how Martha just started singing the song during her concert. Like, the song is titled For Martha. Andres literally wrote it with a broken heart, practically pouring his feelings out into a piece of paper because he couldn't tell it to you in person. And she just sings it to a crowd like a marketing campaign. You know what would have worked better? If she sang the song alone. Maybe after Vivo gives her the song, she starts breaking down and now for sure she can't go on with her show now. So to save the day, Vivo gets on the piano, which they establish is present in her room by the way, and starts to play it. Martha then starts humming the lyrics, listening to the melody until eventually jumping in and singing the song. Then we get this scene. After that, she feels better and goes on to do her show. Wouldn't it be more emotional that way? Wouldn't it feel more personal if no one else heard the song besides Vivo and Martha? The two things in Andres' life that he truly loved? I don't know, it just felt scummy that she goes ahead and takes the song from Vivo and starts singing it in public. The song was for you, Martha. It's basically a letter and you just read it in front of a crowd. Anyways, the scene ends and we get our grand finale and our final musical number, which is basically an updated version of the first song.
We are one of a kind.
What a wholesome ending. Surely this movie is going to end with probably an alternate version of Andres' song, right? Since that was a big plot device in the movie and... Oh, god damn it! And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Vivo. And oh my god, I'm exhausted. What else can I say that I haven't already said before? The movie starts out promising but ultimately falls apart as it goes on. The fact that most of the movie takes place in a swamp is a major letdown, especially coming from a bright and colorful animation studio like Sony. But the movie does get surprisingly emotional though, actually earning its moments with its characters. The animation is good as well and topped up with great music. Overall, Vivo is probably not going to be a classic, but it could still be a fun time if you're the right audience. So with that, I'm giving Vivo a 6 out of 10. Technically it should be a 5, but the music alone gives it an extra point. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think we covered everything. Shame though, after Moana, every Lin-Manuel Miranda project kind of feels like it falls short. But oh well, surely there isn't a Lin-Manuel Miranda project that I highly anticipated only for me to be left completely disappointed. Oh,